Welcome back. Welcome back to Young Trip Reactions. Yeah. Insane. Absolutely insane. Such a damn shame.
You're watching Young Trip Reactions,
Welcome
the
back
show where rapper
to
Young Trip reacts to the
Reactions.
latest videos on crime, drama, news, and so much more. Get ready, because the show's about to start. Let's go.
Situation involving the young 13-year-old girl kicking it with the grown man, and the grown man hiding under the bed and leaving the home, and the mother unaliving him in the back of the head. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and join the Young Trip family. If you have any videos that you run across that you want to hear me react to on the channel, post it in my community tab or send it to me through direct message over on my professional FB or Instagram. If you have any situations involving police misconduct, injustice, violations of civil rights involving you, a friend, a family member, or just anybody you know, send that to me through direct message over on my professional FB or my professional Instagram. Let me know if there's a civil rights attorney involved, similar to Ben Crump or Ben Crump himself. Let me know some details regarding the case. You can come on and speak for the person, or the person can come on and speak for themselves. You or the person can give some information. I can also pull some information about the case as well too. Let me know about the civil rights. Let me know about the activists that are involved so I can join them in the fight for justice for you and your family. Also, let me know if it does involve a friend or a relative. Let me know if they're still here. If they're not, then you can come on and speak for them. If it was a bad outcome due to the incident involving the police, or they're just not in a situation where they can come on and talk regarding the situation, and you can come on and talk for them, or you can just give me the information that you want me to know that the police may not be releasing, or the media, and then I can also pull the information that is released and then report on the case as well too. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and join the Young Trip family. And also make sure you come follow me on my professional FB and my professional Instagram, because I post over there as well too. And make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell notification and join the Young Trip family. And let's get into this. My homie Willie D live.
Willie D live.
What's up, family? A 36-year-old is facing murder charges after police say she shot and killed 20-year-old Rodarius Morton outside of her southwest Memphis home on Thursday morning. Check it out.
Continuing to follow a story we first broke this morning on Good Morning Memphis. A person is dead and a woman is charged after an early morning shooting in Walker Homes. Police tell Fox 13 the man was shot near the front porch of a home.
In fact, this all happened early this morning on Travis Road between West Peebles and Mitchell Roads. Tonight, police have charged Kendra Scott in this crime. She is now charged with first-degree murder. Fox 13's Jeremy Pierre has the latest.
Early on in the investigation, investigators and neighbors told me there were more questions than answers. And Fox 13 confirmed police detained a woman who lives in the home where the shooting happened. According to police, they got the call around 1:45 this morning. Police say officers were sent to Travis Road in Walker Homes for a shooting call. Those officers found the man dead near the front porch of this home. Throughout the morning, neighbors and family of the person who lives in the home spoke to me off camera about what they saw and heard. According to one family member of the woman detained, the man who was shot and killed did not live there in the home. Fox 13 also learned several children between the ages of 1 and 13 were in the home at the time of the shooting. Neighbors and family of the woman didn't want to speak on camera, but confirmed the woman came home from work before the shooting. Memphis police also towed away a vehicle from in front of the home. In Walker Homes, Jeremy Pierre, Fox 13 News.
Allegedly, the girl was 13 years old. I have not been able to confirm that, but that is the story that the streets is running with. That's what the streets are saying. The streets are saying the girl was 13 years old. Dude came into the house for the purpose of having sex. Don't know if he went through it or not, but what we do know is that it cost him his life. He was hiding under the bed, and old girl forced him to come out from under the bed, marched him to the door with his clothes. With his clothes. See, that's what she's getting in trouble at right there. She marched him to the, he gathered.
And see, that part, this is why I like to do Trey King and Willie D, because they know how to pull more information and know how to do deep research. See, that part right there, she marched him to the door. Because, you know, all I had with the news is that he was out in the yard and she just unalived him in the back of the head. She didn't even let him put his clothes on, marched him to the door, holding his clothes, and walked him outside. Yeah, that's where she was wrong, if that's what really happened. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and join the Young Trip family. But we'll get into those other parts where she wrong too. Let's continue.
His clothes, and she moves with his clothes. See, that's what she's getting in trouble at right there. She marched him to the, he gathered his clothes, and she marched him to the door. And as he stepped outside of the door, she popped him in the back of the head one time.
Yeah, you cannot do that. And like I said, too, there's been reports that she told the daughter if she snuck somebody in, as you heard me say in the other video, if she ever snuck a boy in or a man in, that she was going to unalive the man or boy in the back of the head. And I stated in my other video that I just shot of this, if it was somebody that's like her age, another 13, 15, 16-year-old boy, you could reach out to his parents and you could have a conversation like, hey, he can't be here when I'm not here, or I don't know that he's here, because you know what they can end up trying to do. And, you know, I'm not trying to raise no kid, and I'm sure you ain't trying to raise a kid, and I'm sure you and the parents can come to a civilized agreement and speak to both of the kids about you know, making arrangements about hanging out and making sure that parents know what's going on. You know, so then you could try to prevent that from going down. But it obviously seems like the daughter, her daughter, is kind of on a fast track, and probably will try to sneak anyway. And, you know, sometimes you just can't prevent that. But this is a grown man situation. This is a full grown man, and then a young girl. And so this is a little bit different, but also you can't be marching people to the door and then unaliving them in the back of the head, having them gather their clothes and all that. Yeah, that's where you start to have issues. And then also telling your daughter as well too, that if you ever bring somebody in here, I'm going to unalive them in the back of the head, and now the prosecutors are going to be able to use all that against you. You know, you have a history of telling your daughter if she ever brings somebody in here that you were going to do this, and so now you did it, so now we're going to prosecute you, you know. So, you know, to the fullest extent. We ain't going to give you no sympathy because you threatened to do it. You know, as a person who always wanted to be a homicide detective, I already know how all this is going to go regarding the prosecution trying to build their case. And then you're going to have your defense try to build a case. Well, he was trying to mess with my 13-year-old daughter. But then they're going to be able to come back. The prosecution is going to be able to come back and say, well, but you have a history of threatening to unalive people that your daughter decides to bring into the home, even though she's 13 years old. You probably even would have did this to a young minor, you know. Boy, there's no telling what the prosecution is going to use, and then your defense is going to have an uphill battle, and you're more likely going to lose because of the past history of threatening your daughter's potential love interest. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and join the Young Trip family. Let's continue.
You got hit, even as a passenger or
Advertisement,
an Uber,
y'all.
you would need to try this.
Were you recently injured in a car accident?
Why? What door? She popped him in the back of the head one time. Why would she? I don't understand. Why would she go through all of that and then shoot him? I can see, hey man, you get 20-year-old with your 13-year-old. I feel, because she said, that I had to, she told the police I had to do what I had to do, so I get it, Catch 20-year-old, in your house, but your 13-year-old, I'm not saying that's the right thing to do, but I'm saying that it's probably what a lot of people would do. And you probably could get some grace from the courts if you did it when he was under the bed, or when he came from under the bed. It's like, oh, he tried to attack me, that kind of thing. But to allow him to gather his clothes, walk to the door, and then you put one in his head, that's cold-blooded, and that's calculated. And that's first-degree murder. That's prison time. Because they're going to say, no, this is not a crime of passion, and your life was not in danger. Because you had time to let him gather his clothes and get up and walk out. You got the gun. You got it. You're hot. It's a tense situation. But you got control. He's complying. You're in control. You walked him out that door. Once he stepped outside that door, bang. What I don't understand is, why do so many dudes take that type of risk? Like everything that come with it. Just, all the things that come with that, all of the negativity that come with that, messing with these little girls. Why take the risk, man? Why?
Yeah, why would you take that risk? And there's knowing that he's 20-something years old, there's 20-something-year-old women out here who would talk to him. I don't get it. I'm with you, Willie. Let's continue.
Why? All of the things that come with that, all of the negativity that come with that, messing with these little girls. Why take the risk, man? Why? And then on top of that, look, let's say she didn't kill him. Let's say she just called the police. Police came, arrested him. Now he got registered. He's a registered sex offender for life. Everywhere you go. His record is pinging on people who live in the community, because in certain communities, if you got that app, you can tell where the pedophiles are, because they have to register. And you can tell where they are, what house they live in. Yeah. So, who would want that type of stigma? Yeah, man, yeah. This is one of those things where he's not going to get a lot of sympathy. The family is not going to get a lot of sympathy because of what he did. They just not, and I hear that the family is hot. They say the family is hot, and they're blaming the girl. They're saying the girl.
Blaming the girl? The girl is 13 years old. You can't blame somebody who's 13. You can't do that. Let's continue.
Lied and said, and I hear that the family is hot. They say the family is hot, and they're blaming the girl. They're saying the girl lied and said that she was older. That's one of the first things actually.
They always say that.
Came to my mind that, and I hear that the family is hot. They say the family is hot, and they're blaming the girl. They're saying the girl lied and said that she was older. That's one of the first things actually came to my mind, that she probably lied and said she was older. But in any event, 13-year-olds don't look like 18-year-olds. It's a big difference.
Facts.
In any event, 13-year-olds don't look like 18-year-olds. It's a big difference. Every now and then, you might get a 13-year-old who looks like they're 18 or 19 or something. But that is extremely rare. And then you go into somebody's house and there's little children there. That's a red flag already. Where are the adults? You know what I mean? Like, where are the adults?
Are your life coaching services priced too high? Here's how to find out. I was so confused on what to charge my clients for life coaching. If it's too low, then no one's gonna think I'm the real deal. If I charge too high, no one will pay for it. So this report from Paper Bell shows you exactly what real life coaches.
That's a red flag already. Where are the adults? You know what I mean? Like, where are the adults? Yeah. One might say, yeah, he did it to himself. He did it to himself. Now, having said that, I do believe in complete accountability. I believe that everybody involved should be held accountable. Even if you're 13, you're supposed to be held accountable. You know why I say that? Because you're held accountable for everything else at 13. If the 13-year-old girl would have went out there and killed somebody, everybody would be saying, lock her up, throw away the key. If she goes into a department store and start boosting, and she get arrested, ain't nobody gonna feel sorry for her. She can be inside of that squad car, everybody be laughing and be all in the comments like that's what she get, stealing, she needs to learn to get a job. Oh, they gonna tie her up when she get in there. That's what we would be saying. But it's something about when it comes to sex, you know, at that point we say no accountability whatsoever. I say anybody involved with a crime should be held accountable. And that means unless you're absolutely innocent. That
Facts.
means you didn't with a crime should be held accountable. And that means unless you're absolutely innocent. That means you didn't try to sneak somebody through the back door. That means you didn't try to tamper with evidence. You dig what I'm saying? See, anybody except an innocent person. Now, if a dude would have came in the house and tried to force himself on the girl or whatever, she's completely innocent, right? But to set it up, to make the call, or to take the call, set it up, sneak the dude in the back door, knowing that your mama was home, knowing that your mama told you, if she catch somebody in that house, if her mama explicitly told her, if I catch a boy in this house.
As you already heard me speak about this in the news clip version too. Yeah.
I'm a killer. Catch somebody in that house. If her mama explicitly told her, if I catch a boy in this house, I'm a killer. Well, mama caught a man in the house. And mama did exactly what she told her daughter she was going to do. The daughter even told law enforcement that she was scared that what her mama would do because she knew her mama had a gun and her mama had threatened to kill any boy that she caught in her house.
She specifically warned her daughter what she would do. Specifically warned her about what she would do. And she still did it anyway. Now you have your mama in a situation, you got somebody's family grieving, all that. There's, again, like Willie talked about too, there's responsibility regarding the man as well too, because he's a grown man. We're not talking about a teenager like herself. This is a full grown man. So, yeah. Let's continue.
Yeah, because she knew her mama had a gun and her mama had threatened.
Go back and correct that. It is specifically not Pacific.
Pacific.
The ocean specifically is when you're talking about something directly specifically. They're going to eat your ass up. You said it twice in a row. Pacifically is specifically.
To kill any she caught in
specifically is what I was trying to say, y'all. Let's continue.
Her house, because she knew her mama had a gun, and her mama had threatened to kill any boy that she caught in her house. Yeah. See, all you youngsters out there, let me tell you something. If you love your mama, you love your daddy, and you know they about their life, pick them carefully and make sure you stick to the rules. Because mama sound like one of those people who do what she says she's gonna do. And she probably at the very end decided, this is who I am, and I'm committed to keeping my word. When I say I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it,
Well, her mama kept her word, all right. Let's continue.
Yeah, people out there that's like at the very end decided, this is who I am, and I'm committed to keeping my word. When I say I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it. You got people out there that's like that. They gonna stick to their word no matter what. The daughter should have known better. She should have known, look, even if she was thinking about herself, just being selfish, she should have said, well, I love my mama enough to not put her in a situation like that where she have to make a choice. Sounds absurd that she would just kill somebody just because they was just trying to have sex with me. Even though they older than me, they're a grown man, I'm just minor, and it could ruin my life. I don't understand why she would kill me. But it's my mama, and I love my mama. I don't want to see my mama go to prison. I don't want to see my mama get her life turned upside down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to abide by the rules. That's all she had to do. Abide by the rules. But she took that risk. And it absolutely did not pay off. Now it looks like grandma or auntie or uncle, somebody gonna have to raise her. And guess what? She ain't gonna stop. Mama in jail really for nothing. Because that little girl will probably be having sex. She probably had sex the night her mama went to jail. Yeah, fam, this was, in my opinion, this was a senseless murder. I don't think mama thought this thing all the way through. I get it, you're angry, I get it. And I'm gonna say, full transparency, fam, I don't know what I would have done. I might have went all the way. I might not have. Thank God, my daughter never put me in that position. But what say you, fam? Drop a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. No more talk.
If your fridge has any smell at all,
yeah.
You're breathing in bacteria and mold spores. Baking soda can't stop it. This
I'm like Willie. This is tough, but I think the mother is not going to be able to escape this. People may have sympathy for her, but at the end of the day, that jury is going to have to follow the law, and I believe that she's going to end up being convicted on that first-degree unaliving charge. And I agree with Willie. The daughter is going to continue to be fast. She is going to continue to do what she do, and continue to be intimate with, dudes her own age and older. And yeah, uncle, auntie, probably the daddy. If he wasn't involved, he's going to have to step up now. And hopefully somebody can get her on the straight and narrow. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and join the Young Trip family. If you have any videos that you run across that you want to hear me react to on the channel, post it in my community tab or send it to me through direct message over on my professional FB and my professional Instagram. If you have any situations involving police misconduct, injustice, violations of civil rights involving you, a friend, a family member, send that to me through direct message over on my professional FB and my professional Instagram as well too. Let me know if there's a civil rights attorney involved similar to Ben Crump or Ben Crump himself. Let me know about the activists that are involved so I can join them as an activist myself to help fight for justice for you and your loved one. Also, let me know if your loved one is still here and not been sent to the Lord due to the incident with the police. If they have, then you as a relative or a friend can speak on their behalf for them. If they are in a situation where they just can't communicate, maybe due to the incident or something like that, you can come on and talk for them or give me extra information that the media isn't reporting, and I can pull also the information from the report from the media as well too, and report on the case and join the activists that's on your family's case and on you guys' case as well too, to help fight for justice for you and your family. Also, make sure you come follow me on my professional FB and my professional Instagram as well too. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and join the Young Trip family. And this young girl here has put her mother in a terrible situation. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell notification, and join the Young Trip family. Prayers go out to the young man's family. Prayers go out to the girl's family. Prayers go out to the mom. And I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.